Hey guys, Saxophone Geek here. Hope you're all having good saxophone times. I'm going to try to do a 5-minute video. I have a little clip. I'm playing that Florida Ted Klum piece. It's going pretty good. And I wanted to talk to you about a couple people have been talking about the Otto Link screw ligatures. I'm going to show you how I handle those. All right, we've got the neck for the con. I'm going to show you how I handle all of this. As you can see, I've got a few of these Ted Klum standard model. This is the precision and then the standard, but this is not the handcraft, the regular model. I have a few of those. They're okay. This is the Florida 60s Florida Link that I had refaced that I've been playing a bit. I have been using a Selmer 404. If someone says to you, try the 404 ligature, this is a Selmer metal ligature for their metal mouthpiece. But what happens is if you use it a bunch, it gets stretched out so that it fits over the ridge on this mouthpiece. The Ted Klum mouthpieces, they have a marking, but they don't actually have a ridge. So these ligatures don't work so great on them for a couple of reasons. This is the ligature everybody's talking about, the Otto Link plate ligature. Now, I'm going to show you how I handle them. There's also a couple other options. This is the Rico H ligature, and while it did fit okay, it's not that well made. And again, you've got your Selmer 404. All right, so I was trying to reply to some comments about these ligatures. What I found works best is actually to use it like a band ligature, an expanding ligature, like the old Selmer ones. Now, I'll even do this with the modern version. This is the new shiny version that came with, I think, the Tone Master reissue. And so what I like to do with these is I put the ligature on. It doesn't want to fit on this mouthpiece. Okay, we'll have to use the stock one. So this is the original ligature that came with this vintage mouthpiece, but it's basically the same as this in how it works. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the ligature on the mouthpiece. Okay. And what I like to do with these is I like to get the reed where I want it. There, more or less, okay. And then I kind of figure out where I want the ligature to be. And then I pull it back and I tighten it a little more. What happens sometimes is that because this plate in here moves around, if you just screw it tight, sometimes it fits not up and down. It's not really flat. So what I do is I tighten it a little more than where I wanted it, and then I pull it back down onto the mouthpiece like a banded ligature. And now, let's see if I can show you this, but the plate is sitting perfectly flat, and then you can tighten it a little bit extra, but it doesn't change the orientation of the plate, and the ligature stays on pretty good. If you just pull this down, okay, look, and loosen it. Now, if I just pull it down to where I want it and tighten it, that's okay too, but sometimes what happens is the plate doesn't sit flat. You can actually see it, but it's not sitting flat. And I think that's what bugs a lot of people. So if I instead pull it like this, I pull it up a little bit and tighten it. Now that's where I wouldn't want the ligature to be there, but then I pull it back. And now my ligature is flat on the reed. You can tighten this a little further, and then it's pretty stable, doesn't really move, and you can tune the mouthpiece just fine. I hope this has been a 5-minute video. That's how I handle these ligatures. I don't use the screw to tighten it all the way. I'm pulling it back to the tightness on the taper of the mouthpiece, and that also works on the Ted Klum ones. So if you can work it that way, these are actually pretty good ligatures. I like the sound. I like the way they respond with the reed. If they haven't been stepped on or crushed or anything like that, they generally work pretty good. This modern one didn't really want to fit on this vintage piece, but it does fit on all the other links, and I find it to work pretty well. I hope this was a 5-minute video, probably more like 6.5 if I include the playing clip. But thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions about this. But again, I don't think these are bad ligatures. You just have to handle them a certain way to get a good result. And that's honestly true with anything. So good luck with your Otto Links. Don't let these ligatures discourage you. They're not that bad if they're not too beat up. All right, Saxophone Geek, comment, subscribe, like, and share on social media. Hope you all have a great day and keep those reeds running right.